Hey everybody, it's Jeff here, Raise Your Vibration TV, and when you see that singing bowl in the middle of the screen, you know it is time for the freaking weekend. That's right. Another weekend is upon us. And what we do here is we get everybody's zodiac sign in the bowl. Yes, we put it in the bowl, we mix it all up, and then we pick out your sign, and we give a fun quick reading for the weekend. What's the vibe for the weekend? And we're going to find that out. So let's talk about what is going on this weekend. This weekend, it's all about Virgo. That's right. Virgo's in the house. On the 22nd, the sun moves into Virgo. If you didn't watch your weekly tarot reading, you can now go ahead and watch that and then come back and watch the freaking weekend, because we go over extensively what the energy is. So we've got Virgo, we've got the sun moving into Virgo. So Leo season, we had our time. Now we're bowing out gracefully into Virgo, which is cool because we're getting things done. Virgo, again, like I said in the weeklies, is that the Virgo energy is that back to school energy. Okay, fun's over, kids. Let's get back to work. And all the parents are like, yeah. Bye. Waving the kids goodbye. Bye. Simpsons episode is really good. When the kids went back to school, they were like having a party. They were like popping corks on champagne bottles and stuff. But yeah, Virgo gets things done, and we're getting things done. So we're going to talk about how the new moon influences your sign. So we might as well get to it. Thanks for being here. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, and let's go and get the weekend vibe, everybody. Okay, who's going to be first? Who is going to be first? Ooh, and it's Capricorn. Welcome, Capricorn, to the freaking weekend. You are first for this freaking weekend. Fantastic. When was the last time you were first? Have you ever been? Nice. Caps finished last. We're going to put our Archangel Michael there. Yep, we'll put that crystal there. All right, let's get our angel numbers for the weekend. All right, Capricorn, thanks for being here. Ooh, let's put you on the board. We can do that now. Boom, there it is. High quality production, folks. Nothing but the best. Okay, let's get your angel numbers for the weekend. And it's reassurance with 747. 747 93 11. Reassurance. And it's trust your intuition and make practical decisions that align with your higher purpose. Capricorn, your guardian angels are acknowledging your efforts. So you got reassurance that the work that you're putting in is being noticed. And it's changing the vibe and helping you move forward. I like that. Now let's get a message from the Energy and Spirit Oracle and see what your guides have to say. Boom. Wow. Alrighty. It is freedom. You got to have freedom. Moving on and letting go. Perfect. Perfect vibe to allow things come in. This card could reveal a time of new freedom, perhaps involving a recent breakup or some sort of energetic disconnection. This may be the dismantling of a romance, friendship, or family relationship, or even a job or career. Whatever the experience, Capricorn, the present energy is saying the moment has come to let go. Any type of separation can be difficult, even if the break is initiated by you. The grief and lifestyle adjustments can feel overwhelming, but this card is telling you to take heart, for this is the right time for you to free yourself from what's been holding you back. In fact, this card could be signaling emotions of liberation and great relief. You could be on the cusp of something very beneficial, such as the resolution of an ongoing problem or the healing of a long-term illness. Either way, call on Spirit's guidance, for a great shift in consciousness is about to take place. Trust that you have the ability to move on and create an exciting new reality. So, it's all about freedom. And I think the big message here is that the cage door was always open for you, Capricorn, and you're just realizing it, So just remember that. Freedom, number 4. We've got 4 inside the 2 sevens there. All right. Okay, let's get the vibe for the weekend. You've got your reassurance. You got your freedom. You're moving on. You're making things happen, and that's good. You're trusting your intuition because it serves you, you know. All right, Capricorn. Is that it? Yep. Ooh. Okay. Okay, because this one really doesn't fit, so it wants me to put it up here. It does fit. It's just not in the chain of events like we normally do for the reading. And that's balance. That's patience, okay? So patiently, not waiting, but knowing the right time, making plans. You could be making plans to travel this weekend, you know? But feel good about it. I mean, this energy is just feeling good, being reassured. Wishes come true, you know what I mean? Again, it's patience, it's timing is right. But this looks very good, especially for, you know, when it comes to relationships. For some Capricorns, if you were planning on having a child, that is definitely going to happen. Strong message there, okay? Maybe this has to do with children. I don't know, but a lot of you could be expecting or have a child, or, you know, could be actually like going into labor at that time. I don't know. It just feels that way. Whatever. That's for some of you Capricorns. Okay, let's get some oracles and see what we've got here. So, I mean, you know, we've got the Empress and the Lovers. I mean, that's empowering relationships. That's opening up. 9 of Cups is to abundance. So your relationships could be moving forward. You know, the symbolism of the 2 here, we've got the 2 of Wands. We have the Earth and the Moon. We have the Sun and the Moon. We have the 2 lovers. You know, it's just, for some reason, that's showing me. It's making me see that this could be a finally coming together of a relationship if you're single, opening up to a relationship. Like I said, once we keep moving on, we'll find out. I mean, yeah, wow. Yeah, look at that. Rebuild. Especially when it comes to relationships, plans. Healing begins when we empower ourselves, when we let go, we move on. All you got to do in the meantime is just breathe. And the 9 of Cups again. Dreams come true. So there's wish fulfillment here. Possibly with a relationship. This is good. This is really good. Another 4. You know, it just feels like it really feels empowered to finally be in something that's balanced. I think that's another thing, is a balanced relationship here. It's something that you've longed for, wanted, you know. Well, let's look at love. So, could be planning a definite weekend. Maybe the grandparents want to take the kids for the weekend. You didn't expect that? Fuck yeah, you know. All right, let's look at relationships and love. Wow, we got some 3s, definitely. We're going to put that on the table. Oh, and I just had that. Just so happens I had that at the top of the pile. We've got 333 here with growth, creativity, and divine support. Again, divine support. Pay attention to that. But look at drama. Stay out of the drama, especially when it comes to relationships. And I think this is what you need to rebuild, is that you don't need to fight for it. You know what I'm saying? 10 of Wands is moving on, not carrying that drama with you anymore, especially when it comes to relationships. And the 3s have it. You know, timing is right, recognition and reward, working together. Again, could be some traveling here. You know, there's change. There's definitely change here, especially when it comes to relationships. I'm getting a message of no longer rebuilding on spoiled soil. You know, shaky ground, sand. Yeah, I was going to mention this, but now that it came out, I have to. Yeah, and this card, I'm just bending to all hell. All right, anything else? Yep, okay. All right, so we're going to go with this one first. Oh, what did I do? I didn't switch it over to the face. All right, unplug. Working less will help strengthen your relationship. Yeah, so you could be making plans to like go on vacation, something like that this weekend. It's a new moon, you know, and this is happening in your 9th house of travel, education, you know. Definitely changing beliefs, a new way of looking at things. Absolutely. And then we have healing. Old wounds and childhood issues need revisiting. I think that's what that drama is. That's what that rebuilding is. I think a lot of you are definitely letting go of some childhood issues that center around relationships. Okay? And I was going to mention this before. Remember when I said something about, you know, it's just making me focus on the two, like there's symbolism of two things in the reading? Well, that's why. This is a divine counterpart connection. That's what it was trying to make me do, is to look at that, the yin and the yang of it, you know, like it's just the flow, the light and the dark, you know, the moon and the stars. You know, what did Khaleesi say to Khal Drogo? I love you, my moon and my stars. Or I don't know, I'm not going to start speaking Dothraki, that's for sure. But yeah, so let's get what's the vibe. Oh, I so want production on that. What's the vibe? Da-da-da-da-da-da. Because it almost sounds like the Wonder Woman theme, but not really. So I don't get sued. Tarot reader gets sued for stealing Wonder Woman copyright infringement. Oh, boy. All right, so let's have a look at what's the vibe for you and your relationships. Capricorn, let's do it, shall we? And it is shattered, broken, nightmares, and failures. This is probably what we're letting go of. The feeling of being shattered. Finally breaking out of resentment, not feeling right in relationships again, you know, almost like a victim mentality, but we're moving on. So it's not that much of a big deal for you now. Again, this is liberating. All right, so recharge, breathe, let go, clear your mind. Seeing you next to water, that's for sure. Watching that sunset, that's what it looks like almost every day, you know? Not for long, though. All right, laughter, happiness, joy, and healing. Big focus on healing, guys. Pay attention to the messages here. Letting go is healing for you. What childhood issues and old wounds are you holding on to? Very simple for this weekend, because it'll make your relationships that much better. So let's get a smart-ass see you later message from the Rebel deck. Always a treat. They want both of these. Okay. All right. Drop the fucking ego. Vulnerability is hot as fuck. And you know what? That's the truth. That's the truth. Vulnerability is hot as fuck. It's okay to do that. Nobody's willing to do that anymore. Do you notice that? That's why relationships kind of suck. Oh, Jeff, change the way you're looking at it. Relationships are great. Fucking apologize. Seriously. Just do it. Just do it, Capricorn. Again, healing old wounds, moving on, letting go. Maybe that's for some of you too. Maybe you've held grudges. I know that it would be odd for a Capricorn to hold a grudge, but there it is. All right, Capricorn, that is going to do it for this weekend. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to watch your weekly tarot reading. Yes, that is posted for you, and we are going to be changing that up a little bit. I will be making an announcement about that. So get excited. Happy new moon, everybody. And let's clear the deck. Capricorn, love you all. Again, relationships can be really good if you move on from the old wounds that are holding you back, and you're being reassured that it's time to do it. And it fosters growth, Capricorn. It really does. All right, let's clear the board, and let's see who is next. Whoop. Jumping the gun, son. I've got a certain way of laying things out for the next reading. Okay. All right, Capricorn, I love you all. Let's see who is next, and it is Gemini. Gemini. You bipolar, you. Welcome, Gemini. Let's put your ass on the board. There you are. Look how beautiful that is. It's beautiful. All right, let's get your angel numbers for the weekend. This new moon is happening in your 4th house of home. Okay? Maybe some of you are moving. Maybe some of you are having a party at home. This could be a new renovation project, something you've been working on. For some reason, I see a pool for a lot of you. Look at that. 888. Love it. Financial abundance and success are on the horizon. Stay focused and disciplined. All right. Abundance. Love it. Right out of the gate. Who's going to the casino this weekend? That's what I want to know. Just remember who told you. Just remember who told you you're going to be lucky. Don't forget, your boy. That's right. Okay. All right. Oh, Jeff, I'm telling you. Let's get a message from your guides, Gemini. Which one? The one on top. That's weird. I never have the one on top. Oh, it's usually the one on the bottom. All right. Number 19. Letting go of urgency. Surrender. Freedom from time constraints. I like that. Kind of not freaking out, Gemini. That's a good thing. Not freaking out, yes. All right, this card shows a man running out of a room filled with clocks and calendars. He has notes to himself, and the air of urgency pervades the room. Through all this frantic expectation, a tree has grown into the room, as he has attached clocks to it as well. Well, you become immersed in tasks and obligations, losing your self-priority and peace of mind in the process. But it's time to let go of the urgency and overwhelming demands, surrender control, and the need to stay on top of everything. You notice that we picked the card that was on top. All right. Start focusing on your life, the tree growing in the room, by setting boundaries and prioritizing your own self-care. You'll actually make it easier to get things done. All right. So, that's very hurried Virgo energy. Gotta get it done, you know. So let go of the urgency. Let go of the time constraints. We don't need that. All right? Let's get the vibe for you. I say open up to abundance and just surrender to the process. Time is an illusion. And you either have enough of it or not enough. Depends on how you look at it. Most people that say they're running out of time usually do. Okay. Is that it? Yeah, weird. Okay. Yeah, juggling. 2 of Pentacles, 6 of Swords. Yeah, like this. You're letting this go. You're moving on. Out of the stormy waters, this imbalance. And I'll tell you why. It's because you're speaking your truth. You're cutting your ties to the past. Again, you're letting go of urgency and the need to control. And I love this. Making a change with the King of Wands Could be Leo influenced, and success for this weekend. Good. Could be traveling, okay? But this is definitely you speaking your truth. Maybe speaking abundance into existence. Nothing wrong with that. All right? Let's get some oracles. So you could be, again, trying to juggle bills and all of that. Stay focused and disciplined. There's a balance there. When you start to obsess, that's when things get weird, okay? All right. Woo, whoa, whoa. That stays. The one on the floor stays. Okay. All right. All right, Gemini, what do we have here? All right, confront. This almost is saying a sentence. Confront your darkest fears this weekend. That's got you out of balance. That's got you out of balance. Opportunity beckons, so do not turn your back on opportunity. Work on gratefulness. Win or lose, that's what you got to choose with the Ace of Swords. What's it going to be? And the crown chakra, allow the universe to guide you. That's a big one. Don't turn your back on the opportunity because you can't think of the answers right now. Open up to them. Whatever it is going to be successful. For some of you, I think you're going like on a trip, like whitewater rafting or something like that. Or you're, maybe doing one of those like bungee jumping kind of things. I don't know. I see some of you doing that. I've learned a long time ago that you do not hold back info if you get something, if you get a vibe from something. But this looks like you claiming your victory here. You've been out of balance long enough. And the Two of Pentacles also talks about, lack of abundance and trying to juggle money. Excuse me. There is an opportunity here for you when it comes to money. Speak your truth. Cut the cords to lack. And that lack mentality. Look at that. Four of Cups wants to come out. Yeah. Especially when it comes to relationships. Don't turn your back on an opportunity there. What else do we have for Gemini for relationships this weekend? Yeah. We need to have an end to this brat mentality you've been having about relationships. You're fearing something here. There's an opportunity to let it go. Absolutely. Things will work out. Justice will be served. You see how Justice is holding that sword, and I think this win or lose sword is very indicative to that. It's positive energy and put in the work. Yes, I know it's exhausting to try to balance things in relationships, but the Eight of Wands and the Four of Wands things are changing. Maybe your guys are going to a wedding. Some of you couples may be going to a wedding, attending a wedding, or maybe even being in a wedding, like standing for a wedding. Getting lots of messages for a lot of different Geminis. Pay attention to 4, 4, 4. Let's put that on the board. Yeah, protection and stability, which leads to abundance. We have 444, 888. Double down on that protection and stability, and you got abundance. You can't make this shit up, kids. Okay? Let's look at love. So again, could be celebrating. Could just be an end of you being single. I don't know. But surrender to it. I don't know when this is going to happen, but I know it is. And it's going to be the best for me. That's what you say. All right. Let's take a look at this. Decision. It's time to decide about this relationship. So again, you've been on the fence about it. You've been wishy-washy, but there's an opportunity here to gain some ground with you this weekend. And support. Again, huge thing about protection and stability. Lean on your inner circle during this time. Yes, messages coming in. And true love. This love is emotional, physical, and unconditional. It sure feels like it. The Justice card is out here, the Four of Wands. It's that balance. But it's indicative on communicating our emotions and not letting our darkest fears come boiling up. And then we get protective, jealous, walls go up, all the wrong things we don't want in relationships. All right, so let's get Gemini. What's the vibe? What's the vibe for the weekend? Everybody, thank you so much for being here. This portion of the reading is brought to you by What's the Vibe and Brock's Candy Corn. Everybody loves candy corn. That waxy treat should be outlawed, just like circus peanuts. Put in the comments if any of you like circus peanuts, because there's something wrong with you. There's definitely something wrong with you. Nobody should be eating them circus peanuts. You know what? I really like the fact that I can still be recording and talking to you guys knowing that we're going to the face camera, and I can fix myself up before we do it and still talk. So if you hear like stuff being muffled, it's because I'm fixing my coif, all right? Because this shit just does what it wants. All right, so as you'll see, all right, you need to put up some boundaries. Disrespectful. Enough is enough, and defend yourself, okay? It's an end to being wishy-washy, but some of you are running. Again, there could be, some travel here. Escape, denial, and excuses. No more running from that. Face the truth. End waves. Emotions, worry, fear. Again, we're really fearing a lot here, and fear's the dream killer. Fear's the buzz killer. Worry's the buzz killer. Doubt's the buzz killer. They're all useless emotions. So why bother? But a lot of you Geminis do that, And for what? For what? It worked out in your favor. It always does. In some way, shape, or form, you know this. So let's get a closing message. I'm not going to switch the camera. I'm just going to do it al fresco. And get a message from the Rebel deck. What do we have? What do we have for Gemini? Get the fuck outside. Move your ass. All right? Your body is pissed at you. Movement. I'm going to tell you something. We're going to have a little talk, all right? All right, get comfy. You got something to drink? Have a sip. Cheers. Cheers, Gemini. I have discovered a new technique. I want to call it a new trick in my little bag of, oh boy, I can improve my life by doing these simple things, okay, that are scientifically proven to help and work. The lymphatic system. The lymphatic system is our way of detoxing our body. It's a one-way exit, which means that if it's blocked, it ain't doing its job. So those toxins go and seep into your cells, into your skin, into it accumulates fat. It boosts your cortisol. It's all the things you don't want. But there is a way to drain your lymphatic system just by simple movement. That's what the whole thing is about. Get the fuck outside and move your ass. Movement doesn't have to be lifting a huge amount of weight or anything like that, Gemini. It is about simple movements. And you know what? I could show you, but the camera isn't going to pick it all up and I'm going to look really bad. So go out there and look up on TikTok or YouTube Qigong lymphatic movement exercises. They're simple, like hands up in the air, you do this, you pat, you tap, you massage, you do all this movement, just jumping in place, getting the lymphatic system pumping again. There's pumps all up in your body that release these toxins. I've been doing it for like the last 5 days, and I have noticed a difference right away. And my soreness, because of my accident, my left leg always hurts me. And I've noticed I couldn't even cross my legs because I sit like a little kid all the time, Indian style, and it doesn't hurt. Like I'm sitting Indian style on my chair right now, and it does not hurt. Right now, it would be banging, but that's because my system, for being in that accident, and I've been trying to figure out why I can't lose weight. And that's what it is, because I dropped the weight. I fast, I eat good. I should be dropping this weight, but I'm not. I have rashes, which means that I've got loaded toxins. I know it. My liver was slashed, so of course that's healing, but it's my lymphatic system because I have more energy. And this is days. Doing that first thing in the morning. Well, not first thing, but when you realize, oh yeah, let's do some movement, just like dead arm swing or doing this kind of stuff, on one foot to the other. I'm telling you guys, movement is key for you this weekend. And I'll back that shit up because the Chariot is all about movement. So, Gemini, that is going to do it for this weekend. Enough of me lecturing, but I like to share my cool things because, I've noticed 3 things I've changed that all of a sudden has changed the way that I feel, the way, I'm not bloated or anything like that. I'm actually noticing I'm feeling thinner. And I think it's because, number 1, it's the lymphatic movement. It makes sense. It scientifically makes sense to me. And if it makes sense to me scientifically, in the world of the physical, I'm going to believe it. I get a really good bullshit meter, And, yeah. So anyway, green tea. I was drinking coffee. 2 or 3 cups of coffee a day. No, I switched to green tea. Green tea is where it's at. Okay. Lymphatic drainage movement. Okay. And what was the third? Coconut water. Now, they got some of that shit is nasty, but I get the stuff from Aldi's that's organic and all of that, and that is delicious. Now, I know what you're saying. It tastes like shit, but I'm going to tell you something. Since I've been doing those 3 things. Oh, and you know what? I'm going to say 4 because red light. I have red light therapy at my shop, and I've been doing red light, and I'm telling you, everything's changing. So, really excited about that. Gemini, enjoy your weekend. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to watch your weekly tarot reading. That's right. That's posted. We're going to be changing our schedule there, and that's not a problem. We'll talk about that later. And if you would like a personal reading with me, the only way you're going to get it is on my website. That's it. I will never reach out and ask you if you want a reading. Send me money. Hello, I will not call you. Hello, this is Jeff Smith. Would you like a tarot reading? I just need your information. No. The only way you're getting a reading from me, in person or online, is through my portal. That's it. Ooh, step into my portal. All right. Gemini, I love you all. Have a great weekend, and let's see who is next. And it's Pisces. Pisces, the dreamy zodiac sign that can't get their shit together. I'm just kidding. Welcome, Pisces, to the freaking weekend. Let's get your angel numbers, Pisces. Angel numbers, please. There we are. With reflection. Now, we've been talking about that, reflection. 987, look inward and evaluate your actions. Embrace introspection and self-reflection for your own development. So go within. You can do that wonderfully, Pisces, is do some self-reflection. Just don't go too deep, We're looking at a reflection. We're not sticking our face in the mirror, or in the water. So we drowned, we're just checking it out. It's taking a step back and looking at ourselves. What's working, what isn't? And how are we in the way? Because you have to ask that. We, meaning you, not me. I got enough of my own problems. Look at that, relaxation, peaceful pursuits, and happy times. You look so peaceful. And that's a new moon. Diana's bow. Waxing crescent. Let's look it up. Number 39. Pisces, I hope you have a great weekend. Yes, I do. All right. This card is calling you to take a time out. Life may have been very busy for you lately, but now is the time to slow things down a bit. When some free time pops up, instead of adding more things to your to-do list, consider your relaxing options. Listen to music, take a walk in the park, or just snooze in the sun. It'll make a world of difference in your personal energy. Another message here is encouragement to have some fun, including some socializing in your schedule. Meet with friends that make you laugh. Carve out some time for a vacation. Join a sports team, a dance club, or an art class. Commit to something that makes you happy. When you relax and engage in more joyous activities, you'll open your life to even greater experiences of bliss. Nice, Pisces. Love that for you. So, let's get the vibe, shall we? Let's get the vibe. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Subscribe, guys. We're at a 50-50 split here. Some are subscribed and some are not. Actually, it's split down the middle, to tell you the truth. So if you ain't subscribed, why the hell haven't you yet? How the hell you sound? Well, it takes 1 second. Just hit the subscribe. Boom, there it is. It's done. I'd appreciate it. Come join us. All right. Pisces, let's get the vibe for you this weekend. This new moon is happening in your 7th house of relationships. So this is good time to relax and do some reflecting on your relationships, and it's that Virgo energy. So it's getting things done. Maybe letting some things go about old relationships. We could always do that. All right. All right, so we're at this point now where we need to let go of this juggling act that you've been doing. And maybe you've been trying to juggle a lot here, and now it's time for a vacation, relaxation. I could totally see how those messages come into play, So, King of Cups is an energy of trusting your intuition, being, again, that self-reflection also, that's keeping your emotions under, not wraps, but under cool, keeping them cool, calming your storm. We have an opportunity here that could be coming your way. Something that maybe you've been nurturing and putting your energy towards. And movement, recognition and reward, working on something together. I'm going to put that in the middle there. Yeah. So, maybe opening up to abundance instead of lack. Interesting. But we're letting go of this wishy-washiness. Trust your intuition on whatever it is. Again, you're just trying to juggle a lot here, and it seems like this weekend you just need to relax. Put time and energy into things that pay off, And they do. So, let's see what the oracles have to say. Setting yourself free, blossoming, absolutely. Especially when you speak your truth. And taking the lead. So, being in a good spot. Again, this is about relaxation, reflection, readjusting, putting our energy, time, and focus into things that pay off, and letting go of stuff that just, you're holding on to because you feel a sense of obligation. That's a message for some of you, not for all of you. And maybe you have to speak your mind, You don't have to be obligated to anybody but your own energy. That's not selfishness. That's just, some people just take advantage of it sometimes. There's nothing wrong with that. We don't need to point at the finger at anybody. We just don't involve ourselves with that, setting ourselves free of judgment also. So let's look at relationships, because this is all about relationships. Yeah, we're going to take out the threes. We've got 333 out. And that's growth, creativity, and divine support. Again, reflecting on your growth, Great time for it, especially when it comes to relationships. Yeah, a lot of things have happened to make you feel left out, a little anxious, maybe things didn't go your way at some point. Guess what? It's all right. You got to start taking a new approach to things and looking at things differently. Wonderful. Just stand your ground. Again, this is protecting your energy against people that want to rob you of it. That's the truth. And again, the Three of Pentacles. So a lot of you could be meeting somebody at work, relationships. Work relationship could be growing stronger. Taking the lead in that instead of, everybody's waiting to see who's going to make the first move. Something like that. I don't know, folks. This looks like you saying, Debbie Downer energy. I feel somebody's a Debbie Downer. It's not you. It's definitely somebody else. All right. Let's get some messages of love and see what we have. We got plenty. Plenty. All right, let's look at this. Finances. Financial challenges are affecting this connection. Yeah, the Two of Pentacles here. Definitely. Maybe that's what's giving you some grief. Maybe you over-budgeted, overspent. Attract money to you. Again, there's growth, creativity. Be creative about how you can make some more money, okay? Or bring it into your existence. Time apart. Some distance will help bring clarity. Maybe some of you are at a distance, and that's what's got you kind of weirded out. It's been a little too long. Maybe you've been working too much. Again, a vacation is needed. Boundaries. Firm boundaries are needed now. That's that Seven of Wands energy. So again, if you allow people to treat you badly, they're going to continue to do it, Pisces. So the only way to put that in its tracks is to stand up for yourself. This is in the middle of the reading. The throat chakra card. Speak your truth. The Ace of Swords is out here on top of it, saying that you need to communicate. Maybe you tell people, you step over my line, I check you. You warned them. Abundance. You've done the work. Abundance flows to you now. Again, the Two of Pentacles was the first card in the deck, so a lot of Pisces could be dealing with lack in finances, and we're not going there. Okay, we're just not going there. So let's get a message from the Rebel deck and see. I got to find a comfortable way to sit in this chair. This chair is very big. I feel like it's, I'm sitting in my daddy's chair. Or if any older listeners are out there, watchers are out there, remember when Lily Tomlin would be that little kid and she would be in that big rocking chair? That's what I feel like in this chair. Or like those novelty things you take a picture in. That's what I feel like. And I'm having a hard time getting comfortable in it because I have to sit on the edge. That's why you see so much of it. It's just, I don't know, it's just a nightmare. To me, it's a nightmare. But it's better than that squeak. Remember that shit? All right, closing message for you, Pisces. Stop texting, stop stalking, stop checking on that person. Just fucking stop. Spend your time on someone worth it. Don't waste it on ridiculousness. Ridiculousness. Yeah, ridiculous. Either way, it ain't for you, all right? So, speak your truth. Keep yourself calm. You got this. Stop freaking out. Again, focus on creativity. Know that you're divinely supported, okay? All right, Pisces, enjoy your weekend. Put up those boundaries. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to watch your full weekly tarot reading. That is posted normally on Sundays or Mondays, but we are going to be changing that soon. More to come. I will tell you this, I'm going to start doing lives on every Thursday, so just make a note of that. Again, I'll be advertising that and letting you know, reminding you guys. But yeah, I'm going to be doing lives every Thursday. Some readings to do. We'll do a reading section member shout outs, of course, members, Q&A, all of that. So if you're not a member, go ahead and join the Vibe Tribe. And yeah, that would be great. Help support the channel. Fuck yeah. We're doing a lot. I mean, you have no idea what I've got coming down the pike. So with that being said, join the Vibe Tribe and enjoy your weekend. Pisces, let's get you off the board. Thank you so much for watching. And let's see who is next. Who's it going to be? Ooh. Aquarius, you won. Aquarius, welcome to the freaking weekend. Let's put you on the board, baby. Welcome, Aquarius. Let's get your angel numbers. Now, this new moon that's happening on Saturday is taking place in your 8th house of healing. 8th house has a lot. We talk about that. 8th house, there's a lot going on there. So the main thing is finances, money, how you look at it. How do you look at your worth? How do you look at other people's worth? You know, is there a situation in your life now that you've got to reflect on that? Okay. And look at that growth with 2, 3, 4. Growth. You are experiencing growth and expansion in all areas of your life. You are on the right path and moving towards greater fulfillment and success. Good. So the 8th house, new moon, gives you an opportunity to change the way that you look at things that you value. Money, people, places, things. You know what I mean? It also is dialing down debt. Again, it's growth. I like that. Now, let's get a message from your guides for the weekend and see what they have to say from the Energy and Spirit Oracle. Yeah, so that 8th house, new moon, is giving you an opportunity to let things go. Move on, definitely. Number 23, thought vibrations. Interesting. Resonant choices, signature signals. So this is about your vibe, definitely. So let's read about it. Let's see how your vibe is going to be this weekend. Like a satellite in space, your mind is sending and receiving signals in every direction. The vibrations of your thoughts and beliefs never cease projecting and receiving. This is a very real energetic influence on what you attract and manifest, a powerful force in your present and future happiness. It's easy to say that your cognitive patterns create your reality, but how much do you really think about your ongoing thought process? This card is telling you that you now have the power to bring much more positivity and self-love into your thinking. In fact, your mental power is growing more than ever. Consciously send out clear and attractive signature signals, and the world will return your loving messages to you. Again, your thoughts and emotions together amplify and send out your vibe, and the universe can only do match vibes. Energy, frequencies. It's that easy. It's physics, folks, and we're all in it. So denying it is almost foolish. Doesn't it sound like that? So what are your signature signals this weekend? What are you putting out there? Are you putting out the love vibe? Or are you putting out the poor me vibe? You putting out the I'm strong vibe? It looks like you're on the right path. You're experiencing growth at an accelerated rate because you are attracting that into your life. Good. All right. Let's get the vibe for you this weekend. All right. Hit that subscribe, hit that like, you know. And let's get the vibe. Have you subscribed yet? Why haven't you? That's what I want to know. All right. Let's see what we got. Okay. I'm liking this outcome, but I'm not liking the way the steps that we got to get there. But it's all right. I think this is what we need to do. When we're talking about growth, this is it. All right. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to put this right here because there's a message for that specifically. Okay. Here, here. Here, here, and here. Excellent. All right, I get it now. Okay, so we've got this weird reading, but I'm going to explain it to you. The Ten of Cups is great energy here for this weekend. It really is. It's reciprocating energy. It's slow, it's steady, it's that Virgo energy. I mean, you got to have faith. You got to move towards it. But I'm going to tell you something. I want you to protect your energy this weekend with that Seven of Wands here. Set yourself free, you know. It's time to put some things to rest, especially judgments, especially from people that want to steal your energy. It's time to move on. You deserve reciprocating energy. And it's going to take some time, but it's going to pay off. Trust me on that. Okay? There's a huge message here about, are you attracting these people to take advantage of you in some way, shape, or form? But I have a feeling for a lot of you this weekend, it's about seeing the light and moving on and healing yourself because of it. I mean, whew. But it looks like great energy. Just have faith, enjoy, feet on the ground. I also want you to get out there and ground. I'm getting that message. So we're moving into that earth energy, you know. You need grounding. I look at Aquarius as a lightning bolt. So that lightning has to discharge, you know. All right, yeah, release. Definitely release. It's time to let go of some things here, guys. With the Four of Swords, the Judgment card, and it's a win or lose attitude. That's what you need to embrace with the World card. Could be traveling. Short trips, I think, this weekend. And believe and succeed. Yeah, win or lose attitude. Have faith that everything's going to work out here. And releasing that. Oh, I don't know. What are they going to say? Who's they? That's what they want me to ask. Who's they? Who gives a shit about they? Is it they? Is it their life? No, it's your life. Okay, let's look at relationships. The Star card is out, so that's healing energy. Again, healing. Especially when it comes to relationships, however. We have some drama. Save it for your mama. Don't even give it to your mama. Your mama don't deserve that drama. Let it go. Don't even focus on it. Again, you could be battling with some relationships and it just needs to relate. You need to release them. You're moving on. You're healing. There's an opportunity to heal here. Okay? Whew. I'm feeling that. And the World card. Again, we got the World card? Yeah, we got it again. And this is, you could be dealing with a Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, or fellow Aquarius. So again, maybe traveling to meet somebody. Maybe you're finally meeting that person you've been talking to. Either way, this looks good. You're setting yourself free. You're releasing. Maybe just negative thoughts, negative patterns, and negative relationships, definitely. All right, let's get messages of love. Let's see what we got for you. Wow, Aquarius. Some crazy shit. But it's good. It's good. Okay, so messages of love. Integrity. Does this situation align with your values and morals? It seems like for some of you, there's a lot of unnecessary drama that doesn't need to be in the picture with you anymore, okay? And lesson. This person is in your life to teach you a spiritual lesson. Are you paying attention? Are you letting yourself heal from this, you know? And play hard. Find time to laugh, goof off, and enjoy each other. And this card was really wanted me to focus on it, and now I know why. Is because this is what you should be doing this weekend. Sounds good to me. Sounds really good to me. All right, let's get a closing message for you from the Rebel deck. Boom. Okay. All right. Closing message is, have you eaten? You're acting like a big ass baby. You need food in your belly. Eat a fucking taco. That's right. Go out. Have some tacos. Enjoy yourself. That's what the Ten of Cups is all about this weekend. having fun with family, that's important. Making all of it work by simply just releasing the need to judge, or, or even if you're around people that just suck the life out of you, the energy vampires. Every time you let go of an energy vampire, they lose a fang. Remember that, okay? So, Aquarius, that is going to do it for this weekend. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to watch your full tarot reading. That's posted on Sundays and Mondays usually, but we're going to try something different here, and we're going to be posting on a different schedule for the week. I will let you know more about that. I also want you to know that I'm going to be starting to go live on Thursdays. So we're going to do a lot. Members, you're going to be able to get a quick little reading if you're there on the live. So if you're not a member, go ahead and join the Vibe Tribe. But we're going to be doing some cool stuff. We're going to be doing, depending on, where like the new and full moons land in the week or the month, So yeah, we're definitely going to be doing lives. So we're just going to have, again, more advice, maybe talking about the month ahead. I don't know. I think every Thursday live is going to be different. So, all right, Aquarius, I love you all. If you would like a reading with me, the only way you're going to get one in person or online is by going to my webpage. I will not solicit a reading from you. I will not say, hey, send me some Venmo, or you will not get a phone call going, hello, this is Jeff Smith. I would love to give you a tarot reading. Give me your information. No, that's not happening. I don't do that. So the only way to get a reading from me is to go to my website, and that's it. So, scammer alert. It can happen, but you're safe here, all right? So, Aquarius, thank you so much for watching. Let's clear the board, and let's see who is next. And it's Scorpio. I got salt all over the table. Scorpio, welcome to the Freakin Weekend. Let's get your angel numbers and put you on the board, of course. There you are, Scorpio. I love that. Don't you just love the new things? We're going to be having a lot of new things. All right, Scorpio, let's get your angel numbers for the weekend. And it's enthusiasm with 343. So be enthusiastic this weekend. Approach life with an optimistic attitude, Scorpio, even in the face of challenges. Be excited about opportunities that lie ahead to embrace them with open arms. Remember the storm card you got? Oh, yay, a tornado's coming, but it may miss us. All right. Let's be enthusiastic with 343. Let's get a message from our guides. We got Archangel here, and his name looks funny. Number 20, Archangel Feniel. That's got to be a f sound, right? F and eel. Feniel. Shemazel. Hassan Flepper Incorporated. Archangel Feniel. All right, that's hope, optimism, and new beginnings. Look at enthusiasm, optimism. He don't look too enthused, though. I don't know. That dude looks like somebody I know. Let's read up about it. All right, number 20. Archangel Feniel, the angel of hope, brings the light of the sun, the dawn of a new day and a new beginning. Like the rainbow-lit castle on the card. Oh, I see that. Yeah. Light, nice. Never saw that before. Experiences of great fulfillment are on the horizon for you, even if you've had disappointments in the past. Bright new resolutions and happy outcomes are on the way. Feniel reminds you of the power of hope and optimism. As you consciously choose to release fear and doubt, your peaceful, trusting attitude will connect with you with all things uplifting. The universe is abundant, filled with amazing potential, and with your optimistic attitude and this angel's powerful presence, a wonderful new opportunity designed just for you is sure to be around the corner. Well, goddamn, Scorpio. I would say that is one hell of a start to a weekend. All you have to do is just be enthusiastic. Enjoy yourself. Be excited. Don't feel anxious. Anxiety, and excitement are on the same spectrum. So flip it on its ass. Anxiety is nothing but, I don't know what the future brings. Okay? Excitement is the same way. I don't know what I'm going to get, but I know it's going to be good. That's the way you got to look at it. We can wipe anxiety off the earth with that. I'm telling you right there, you're the first to hear it. All right, so let's get the vibe for you, Scorpio. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. And let's get the vibe for the weekend. All right, Scorpio. 74 degrees and cloudy outside. All right, let's see. I love my radio voice. Morning zoo. Ooh. Lots of yellow here. That's hope. Yeah, okay. Yep. All right, wow. Okay. This weekend, open up to possibilities. I don't want you to be defensive. You're still resilient. You may feel like, oh, Jeff, I can't fucking do it this weekend. I'm telling you, you can. Put your time and focus into things that are going to pay off with the Seven of Pentacles here. The Page of Swords is a message coming in. You could be going back to school literally this week or weekend. You're getting ready to. But there's a lot of ideas here, okay? Put them to use. The Fool and the Nine of Cups, I love this energy together because they both have their arms open. You see that? They both have their arms open. They're surrendering. They're taking a risk and it pays off. Okay. Now, let's get some oracles. So don't be defensive. Let down your walls. You know, we've got the Nine of Wands that stops all energy coming in, and we have the Nine of Cups where we open up to it. So, for this weekend, enthusiasm, optimism, and opening up to the new beginnings of the new moon. Holy shit. Yeah. It's that powerful. You know, look at that. The Seven of Pentacles, again. Yes, you're awaiting results. We don't scream at the seed. We nurture it. So nurture yourself this weekend. Take the lead. Take action. Tear those walls down. And giving and receiving. Lots of offers coming in. Lots of offers coming in. I like that. What kind of offers? Let's look at love, Jeff. Be optimistic about love. You know, it's hard for you to be optimistic sometimes, Scorpio. You're very passionate, but, you know, you can always be overly cautious, I guess. Wow, the Emperor and the Nine of Cups are out again right away. Okay. Simple message. Don't feel like you've been robbed of anything. Don't let your thoughts deceive you. Your relationships are going to pay off. Open up to them. I'm telling you, take action. The Emperor and the Queen of Wands, that's movement. That's taking action. That's trying something new. These could be two people coming together that's very strong here, and it has it. Let's pay attention to the nines. We got 999. Let's put the 999 on the board. More angel numbers. What does that say? Don't give up. Release and let go. Son of a bitch. I'm telling you. All right, let's get messages of love. Yeah, let's put 999 right there. Yep. Messages of love. This is a very powerful taking action energy for you this weekend, Scorpio. One message says it all. That comes in for you this weekend. For some of you, I had to say that. Okay, let's look at messages of love, shall we? Okay, children. Children are an important part of this relationship. And this could be you simply putting them on the school bus. Later, kids. Back to school. Have fun learning. Mom and dad are back to their schedule. Ooh, 15 minutes to myself. Okay? Apology. You can expect the apology you want to hear. Maybe from your child. Maybe they're mad at you that they got to go back to school. Or maybe you've been having some problems with them. You know, don't let anything and don't let them deceive you either. That's a message for some of you Scorpios. Those little shits trying to push one over on you. Don't do it. In fact, lean on your inner circle during this time. This is support and it's available to you, so don't give up. And passion. Try something you've never done before. Absolutely. The universe is kind of telling you, come on, kid. Take that first step. We will follow through. The Nine of Cups, out twice, says it. Telling you. All right, let's get what's the vibe and see what's the vibe for you. No. All right, what else do we have for Scorpio? There it is. Okay. Okay. Clingy. Old exes, dead relationships, and old ways. Yeah, let's get rid of that. We're not going back to that shit. Hell no. Masked. Hidden, concealing, and deception. Again, I think for some of you, your kids are trying to get one over on you. Or maybe it's your mate. Whoever it is, put them straight. You know what I'm saying? You've got to maybe you have to put up walls. Okay, boundaries. All right, let's get a closing message from the Rebel deck. And see what the closing message is for you, Scorpio. Which one? This one on the bottom. On the bottom. Detox this weekend, if you can. Yeah, you could. That's probably something you've never done before. Drink a smoothie, unfriend that asshole, and throw some shit out. All right. Maybe you're literally detoxing yourself from other people. You know what I mean? So, Scorpio, have a great weekend. I mean, this looks like opening up to new ideas, new ways of enjoying yourself, and shit, man, does it pay off? Just don't let those clingy, again, there's energy that can follow you up. Don't let it. Even if it's your kids, they're going back to school anyway, you know? Bye. All right, Scorpio, bottom line is don't give up. Okay? All right, Scorpio, I love you all. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you're watching and you haven't subscribed, why haven't you? You know, just a barrel of fun here and good advice. Don't forget that. All right, and if you would like a personal reading with me, the only way you're going to get one, Scorpio, is that if you go to my website in the link in the description, I will never solicit you for a reading. So that's a scammer, all right? And if you get a phone call saying, yes, this is Jeff Smith. Would you like a reading? I just need all your information. It's a scam, all right? So be aware of that, Scorpio. Okay, have a great weekend. I love you all. Let's take you off the board and let's see who is next. And it's Sagittarius. Welcome, Sag. To the Freakin Weekend. Let's put you on the board. Oh, there you are. Love that logo, baby. Love that logo. Let's get your angel numbers. Let's get your angel numbers. There it is. Boom. And it's 555 with transformation this weekend. Release old patterns, embrace new opportunities for growth, and trust in the universe's plan for you. Absolutely. Love that. All right. Pay attention to 555. That's your halfway point. That's when the transformation starts. That's when the energy shifts. Okay? Let's get a message from your guides, from the Energy and Spirit Oracle. And this is 19, letting go of urgency. Surrender, freedom from time constraints. And this is where the transformation comes from. We don't need to race against the clock. You know, pay attention to what's going on, get organized, and get things done. You know, don't be bound to time constraints. You see all those clocks there? They all say different times. And look at all the notes. It's very Virgo-ish energy. Take your time. You got all the time in the world. And surrender to the process. That's the big message there, Sag. Okay? All right. Let's see. Let's get the vibe. Absolutely. We're at a transformation point right here. And it seems like the word of the weekend is surrender. Just let things transform. You've got this new moon, embracing new opportunities. This is happening in your 10th house. So this could be career moves, how you view the world. That could be transforming. Could be literally getting a new job. Holy shit, look at that. Yeah. Wow. All right. Okay. Yep. Very good. Wow. We're putting that at the top. Wow. All right. So let's lay it out here. We've got the Tower and the Five of Cups. I know a lot of things have happened in the past, but you're still focused on it. You're still wasting your time on it. Let's not waste our time this weekend. This energy looks too good to have our time wasted. Maybe that's what you're doing. Time constraints, time wasted, you know. What you need to do this weekend is trust your intuition and roll with the changes. Make the changes, roll with the changes, whatever it is. And the Chariot to the Ten of Cups, this could be traveling, maybe to family, something like that. This is having a good fucking time right here. Success. And, of course, we're not going to forget the Two of Cups. So this relationship, stop wasting your time on shit in the past that's happened. You could still be dealing, you know, maybe you're impatient with your healing process too, and you just want to move on. Well, release. But Ten of Cups to the Two of Cups, that's couples energy. That's, you know, Sag, if you're single, you're ready to mingle. Not if you're sitting in this though, and not if you're demanding it come to you now. You know, that could be the other thing too. Okay. I already see twos on the board. Let's pay attention to 2, 2, 2. We have 2, 2, 2. Listen to your intuition. Balance and harmony in relationships. Absolutely. 5, 5, 5, 2, 2, 2. Excellent. And we have 7, 7, 7. Pay attention to the numbers. They're calling you out. They're calling to you this weekend. Sag, there's a transformation. And it's happening. 222, 555, 777 with spiritual luck and enlightenment. Hell yeah. Using your intuition. You have daydreams and decisions to make. And, you know, putting in your time and energy, 7 of Pentacles, put the work into it. Listen to your intuition. Listen to what the other person is saying to you, too. Wow. Wow, lots of angel numbers here. Crazy reading, huh? Pretty crazy. I'm sure you could feel it. I'm sure you can understand it. All right. Wow. Anything else? Yeah. There's like one more in there. Okay. Yeah, another 2. Okay. This makes sense. Another 2 with indecision. And not knowing which way to, you know, things have really gotten you uncertain. Again, trust your intuition when making this decision, especially when it comes to relationships, and it pays off. Now, you have to understand where you put your time and focus on pays off or not. Okay? So you're creating this relationship. You're creating this transformational shift that's happening for you this weekend. And offers coming in. Look at that. Knight of Cups and Knight of Pentacles. Hell yeah. You got some offers coming in. That's perfect. And again, victory and success. The Six of Wands, Leo energy. This is engagement. This is harmony. You know, also take into consideration what the other person is thinking. Maybe the other person is feeling this, you know, so offer them some comfort, you know. All right, let's get some messages of love for you. Oh. Okay, there it is. All right, let's see. What do we have for you, Sagittarius? Sagittarius. All right, it is obstacles. Unhealed wounds are blocking forward movement. This is what we've been talking about. This is why you're so indecisive, you know? We've been talking about this for a lot, Sag, so you have to listen to the messages that are being spoken here, you know? Past life love. Your soul remembers this intense connection. Now, for some of you, this is a good thing. You're feeling this harmony, this energy. The twos have it. Your intuition is saying, what is this about this person? You could definitely be feeling some past life love vibes. Okay, that's great. But for some of you, somebody's coming back in that you ain't too fond about. Trust your intuition with that. Did they really change? Patricia, did they really change? No, they didn't. Okay. And support. Lean on your inner circle during this time. You have plenty of support. The 10 of Cups shows that. That's family support. So again, this weekend looks great. It really does. So let's get what's the vibe and see what's the vibe for you, Sag. And you got offers coming in. Not one, but two. Pay attention to the twos. If you're single, and of course, they're going to give you two what's the vibe cards. Of course. Of course. All right. Isolation. It's time for some of you to come out of your isolation. Feeling rejected, left alone, and self-inflicted. But riddle me this, Sagittarius. What's with the teddy bear behind the shower curtain with the fairy lights on it? I mean, why? What's the symbolism of this teddy bear? Again, stop feeling that. That's what makes you indecisive and established. This person is settled, secure, and wealthy for some of you. Uh-oh, got a red car. Maybe got a red car. Okay. Let's get a closing message for you, Sag. Oh, what's the closing message? That Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, slow and steady. Maybe, I don't know. That rejected and feel alone. That's where you're wasting your energy. And it's time to just get out of that, finally. All right? Okay. What is it? It's not everyone else's fault. It's yours. Ooh, you got called out. You are a grown-ass adult. Stop blaming others for your shit. Ooh. Stop wasting your energy. You know what I mean? That's probably what you need to let go of. It's really good advice. Is maybe you're thinking it's everybody else's fault, and it's not. You know what I mean? You're still bitching about it after all these years. All right. Sag, that's going to do it for this weekend. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to book your tarot reading with me. The only way you can do it is if you go on my website. Other than that, I am not going to reach out to you and say, hey, I would like a reading. Want to give me your Venmo numbers, or whatever? No, you're not going to hear me calling going, hello, this is Jeffrey Smith. I would love to give you a reading, but it's going to be 200 rupees and I need your social security number. That's a scam, okay? Just so you know. I wanted to start putting that warning out there, because you know how people are. It happens. And I don't want that to happen to you. I want you to be in a safe place where if you want to get a reading with me, you can, in person or online, but you got to do it through the website. I will never reach out, okay? I will never ask you for money. I will never ask you for info, any of that. All right? Okay, Sag, let's clear the board. Let's see who is next on the freaking weekend. Let's see who it is. All right, let's go ahead and find out who is next, and it is Cancer. Why isn't that ringing right? Cancer for the win. For the win-win 20 twin. I don't know why that's not focusing, but welcome, Cancer, to the freaking weekend. Let's put you on the board. Boom. There it is. Let's get your angel numbers for the weekend. Hope you're doing well. Hope you are doing well, Cancer. Let's get it for the weekend. Make sure you subscribe. And it's the third house for your new moon, so it's about communication, folks. You might be taking a small trip this weekend, maybe traveling, but it's definitely communication. Could have some brother and sister kind of thing going on. Siblings are a highlight for the third house. So we have our angel number 747. Trust your intuition and make practical decisions that align with your higher purpose. Your guardian angels are acknowledging your efforts. Good. You're making progress. And that counts. So you can be reassured that you're moving, that you can trust your intuition. Again, so trust your intuition with your communications. This is saying what you mean in a more practical way instead of being so flighty, instead of being so emotionally driven by it, because you're usually driven by your emotions. No. Wow, that's the first time that happened. They didn't want any of those on the board. Okay. All right, let's get a message from your guides. There we are. There we is. Okay. What we got for you? Oh, relaxation with number 39. Peaceful pursuits and happy times. Love that new moon symbology right there. Okay, let's talk about it. This card is calling you to take a time out. Life may have been very busy for you lately, but now it is time to slow things down a bit. This is that Virgo energy coming in. That Leo energy is a rush. It's fire. It's pushing forward. It's change. And now Virgo is, all right, we're going to take it easy in the dog days of the summer. All right. Listen to music, take a walk in a park, or just snooze in the sun. It'll make a world of difference to your personal energy. Another message is for you to be more socializing. Meet with friends that make you laugh. Carve out some times for a vacation. Again, traveling. Maybe you're going for a vacation. Commit to something that makes you happy. And when you relax and engage in more joyous activities, you'll open your life up to even more greater experiences. So that's fantastic. You can be reassured that maybe taking some time off can be a great thing to do this weekend. And you're not obligated to do a fucking thing. What would that feel like? To just set yourself free? Yeah, that's right, Jeff. I'm not obligated to do shit. Unless, you're scheduled to work. Go to work, for God's sake. You know what I mean? Like, well, I listened to this tarot reader on YouTube and he told me to take the weekend off. Don't do that shit. But you know what I'm saying. You can be reassured that you'll get fired if you do that. All right, let's get the vibe for you. Is that it? I think there's one more in there. Take those out. Okay. Wonderful. All these cards are face down. You know how I play that. Look at all of them are face down except for this one. So the Queen of Wands is about initiating change. About pushing forward, feeling good, making plans, embracing change instead of fearing it. Oh, hell. Oh, hell. Whoop. Now, I don't do reversals when I do this. I only do reversals in my personal readings. So you know. Yeah, I think this needs to, that needs to go there. That's kind of like the 3-step process we have. And then that's the result. So we're going to do this. There we go. There it is. So this weekend, embrace something different. Embrace some change. Okay. We're still kind of fucked up about something that's happened in the past here. Six of Cups, the Moon, uncertainty, Nine of Wands, anxiety. Nine of Swords, anxiety. So there's something going on here that we need to be aware of, that we need to work on. Definitely some anxiety here. Let's let go of this. Maybe this is what we've had. This is the kind of week we've had. You know what I mean? And now, we've got this going on. So release that. Maybe you have anxiety about where you're going next. And I have a feeling that this will work out perfectly for you if, now here's where we make the change. The Ace of Swords, new idea, new way of approaching this. The King of Cups, keeping your cool, Cancer. That's very important right now. Practical, keep those emotions. Look at what they're doing to you. You know what I mean? Instead of going below water, let's stay above water. See what I'm saying? Very important. Don't let your emotions, don't drown in your emotions. Drowned in the sea of love. Oh, I love that song. That song instantly make me cry. Talk about regulating your emotions. King of Cups is, trusting your intuition also. You can be reassured to do that. The Empress is empowering yourself and not letting this get to you. You see the symbology of the moon here too? You're ruled by the moon. So instead of, again, letting things sink us, we rise above. And there's an idea here that needs to come to fruition too for a lot of you. Maybe in your relaxation, you can take some time to actually let this happen. All right, let's get some oracles for you. This computer seems like it's working wonky. I don't know, sometimes. I think it's when, the computer's doing updates. I should probably not have it do that because this computer's really fast. So, I don't know. I'm just glitching a little bit. Whatevs. It's all right. Everything works out in my favor. See, that's what you do. There's a prime example. Instead of letting things get to you and thinking, oh boy, I don't know. You go, everything works out in my favor. That's it. Now, what do we got? Seek the truth. I'm going to start with this. And that's because that's what you need to do. You need to seek the truth. You need to trust your intuition. Now, we're going to go to detach and healing. That's when all of this happens. Healing begins when you detach. I love the way these make a sentence. Healing begins when you detach. Detach from the outcome. Again, that anxiety could be part of that. Control. We were just talking about control, but this is also strength. Pull that inner strength out and use it. And giving and receiving. So there's a lot of help to be had. There's a lot of offers coming in this weekend, giving you opportunities. You can be reassured, but this is finding joy. So relaxation is on the bill for you. But not only that, the Six of Cups with the moon and the Nine of, I'm not going to bring them all out, but the Nine of Swords is showing me that this is something from the past, childhood shit that we need to work on this weekend. It might trigger something this weekend, or maybe that's what you're dealing with this week. Either way, it's something to be dealt with. And we're giving you the tools to do it. You detach from whatever it is, the outcome or the situation. But this is also your pleasure center. What brings you pleasure? What brings you pleasure? Lots of moon symbolism here, guys. That's fucking awesome. Okay, so let's get love. Let's see what's going on here. Also, I just have been told that we've got more angel numbers with 666, and that, of course, is realignment. It's harmony in relationships and it's reflection. Okay, we'll put that right there. 666. So, something from the past, healing begins. And the universe kind of rewards you with that, because you've probably been blocking things out of your life as of late that you want because of this, being out of alignment. Now you're realigning. Relationships seem really, really good. And yeah. And that's that. Ooh. Okay, let's look at love. So, interesting. 5 of Cups. Shoulda, woulda, coulda energy. Not realizing that we need to release this grief. You could be grieving over something from the past that's happened recently. Just not something from the past, but something that's happened recently. You know? Focus. And I like this. The 6 of Pentacles. Again, this is help on its way. This could be like help from siblings or something like that. This could also be just you opening up to reciprocating energy. There's an offer here for love. There's an offer here actually for some self-care too. The Ace of Cups is also self-care. So be aware of that. Now let's get some messages of love. Looks like a nice, relaxing, joyous, happy weekend for you. But we've got to get over our little bout of depression here. Maybe that's what some of you were going for. I see you guys just bummed out. Okay. Let's see what we got for you. All right. Children are important to this relationship. Again, so if it doesn't have to do with children, this could be with childhood. So this is all about what's going on or happened in your childhood, or it could be about your kids. You know what I mean? But detach from the outcome. Don't worry. There seems to be a lot of worry and anxiety about that for some of you. Now, passion. Try something you've never done before. The sacral chakra. Try something you've never done before. Maybe taking up an offer. Maybe that's what that 6 of Pentacles is, you know, here's the offer, take it. And balance. One person is giving too much in this relationship. All right. Let's get what's the vibe? This is the section when we get what's the vibe for you, Cancer, for this weekend. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. All right, let's see what we got. Oh, wow, look at that. Drowning. Over your head, overextended, and rock bottom. The symbolism here is frightening. It's frightening, and I know that I'm going to take longer on this video. But something I think from the past has triggered this. It seems like when you want to be your happiest, you want to pull the plug out from yourself. I don't know. I'm just getting that for some of you, so be aware of what's going on here. It may be time to let go of that kind of behavior. Maybe because this weekend you're being aware of it. Abusive, conniving, and unpredictable. I don't know if this is calling some of you out or this is what you've been dealing with. More to the puzzle of the past, okay? Speaking of puzzle, you can't make this shit up. Puzzled. Ugh. I really need to do something about the colors of those fonts. Confused, perplexed, and conflicted. Again, what's going on here with you? This is being brought to you to release it this weekend by relaxing. Okay, now let's get a closing message for you, Cancer. So this could be a very, very healing weekend with being social too. So this weekend, just love. Love, that's all that matters. Get some, give some, it will cheer your ass up. Okay. So again, you know what? There could be lots of offers coming in to want some, get some, get some, give some, definitely. And the sacral is very sexual. So maybe that's what it is. You're just in a little funk and you just need to get a little, everybody wants some. I want some too. You know what I'm saying? All right. Cancer, just love. Don't drown in the sea of love. Just love. Because that's where everyone loves to drown. Drown down in the sea of love. Who didn't like Fleetwood Mac? Who doesn't not like Stevie Nicks? Okay, yes, she can sound like a billy goat, you know, but come on. I mean, her music, her influence on Fleetwood Mac and all of that, that changed my life. I'll tell you that. That was my childhood, you know. And then as soon as the chords to Sarah start, instantly tear up. I don't know. Those chords just get to me. All right, Cancer. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to watch your weekly tarot reading. That's posted. We're going to be talking about that. I'm going to be putting out an announcement, but I think I'm going to start posting the weeklies on Wednesdays. I'll tell you this. I'm definitely going to start doing lives every Thursday. Every Thursday, probably at 7 o'clock, I am going live. We'll probably do different kinds of tarot readings, all of that, but that's the way to do it, kids. All right. Have a great weekend. I love you all. And let's see who is next. And it's Libra. Welcome, Libra. Two, is it a freaking weekend? Let's put you on the board. No Cancer. Now we get Libra. Okay. Very good. Let's get your angel numbers. Thanks for being here, Libra. Let's settle in, shall we? Let's get ready for the freaking weekend vibe. So excited you are here. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. If you haven't subscribed yet, there's only one question to ask. Why have you not? Now it's time to. All right, let's start it off, Libra. This weekend is about transition. With 3, 4, 5. You are in a period of transition and change. Embrace new beginnings and trust in the process of transformation unfolding in your life. All right, so trust in the process this weekend. Be open to change. It's all right. There's a lot going on for you. Open up to it. Lots of transformation available for you. Okay, let's get a message from your guides. This is from the Energy and Spirit Oracle. I like using this from time to time. And this is Conscious Steps. Number 26, considered action and looking forward. So this is the time now to really calculate your steps. You see how she's been traversing those stones. So it's going to take some skill. It's going to take some patience. Every action is going to be considered. And you always have to look forward in order to see where you're going next. Trust that this new transition for you is the best. You know what I'm saying? She's trusting every step she takes. Every move you make. Your conscious steps you take. So, considered action. That is definitely like, all right, I've got this. I'm looking forward to this transition, this transformation that I'm open to in my life at this time. Good. Good. Good, good, good. It's a new day. I'm going to also point out something that I've just noticed. Speaking of a new day, when I said that, that's actually when that message came to me. All right, there's one on the floor too. Let's grab that. Before I show you the cards, I want you to see, also with this transition, there's the light behind you. You are guided. It's always there. Always has your back. That's a message for you guys. Interesting how that comes out. Oof. 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 Wow. All right. Yeah. Very fucking good. This is fucking brilliant. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. Move over, transition. Good gravy. Can I fit all this in here? Oh, good, I can. Okay. All right, wow. In the middle of this is the Queen of Wands. Yeah, we'll bring it in like that. There we go. the Queen of Wands, the Eight of Swords, and I'm sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. The Queen of Wands is embrace change this weekend. So again, there's a transition, there's change, there's taking steps, looking forward, being open to change. That's definitely on the bill for you this weekend. Eight of Swords is not being stuck, no longer being stuck, moving forward. Ace of Swords is new idea. You know, you're stuck by your thoughts here, and then all of a sudden the light bulb goes off. Maybe I'll change the way I'm looking at it. The Empress is being empowered. There's an idea here. Some of you could be ready to start a business, ready to move forward with that, absolutely. Or just coming out of like a dark period where you're embracing this change instead of fearing it. The Ace of Cups to the Two of Cups to the Three of Cups. Are you fucking kidding me? It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because we got 3, 4, 5 here. It's like all the steps necessary. Ace of Cups is a time to empower yourself. This is a great time to nurture and empower yourself. This weekend, nurture every relationship you have, including the one with yourself. Two of Cups is, well, that's great energy. You know, that may be moving into a relationship. If some of you Libras are single, holy shit, this weekend could be it. Three of Cups is maybe through somebody, a friend, could be a situationship now turning into a full-blown relationship, or just friends, and now all of a sudden here we are. It's a transition. It's a transformation. You can't make this shit up. Wow, Libra. Holy shit. All right, let's get some oracles. I mean, with the Queen of Wands sitting there, nurture that change. That's what the queens do. They nurture. You know, that's feminine energy. And it's, you know, it's not about gender. I'm trying to explain to you what that is. Female is nurturing energy. It's the mother energy. So, allow yourself some nurturing. Because change is difficult. You know, especially when we fear it. And maybe that's at the deep, you know, the end of this is fear. All right, challenging times. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Let's not focus on challenging times. Let's heal that part of ourselves. This is part of my process. This is part of my transition. And Three of Cups. Share the love. Family is important here. Another 3. Incredible. 3, 3, 3, 4, 5. Wow. Let's look at love. Let's see what's going on here. Wow. Undertone of growth here. Absolutely. Ooh, I think I smell someone cooking breakfast. Oh, damn. All right. The Empress is out again. Holy shit. All right, let's see. What do we got for love and relationships for this weekend? I know I saw a card flip. Where'd it go? Come on. Maybe not. Okay. 3 cards. 3-card money. And this is what we got. Yeah, we're walking away from uncertainty in relationships. Again, this is you transforming. This is you really letting go of all of this challenging stuff and healing yourself by nurturing, by empowering yourself, taking your power back. We've got 3, 3, 3 on the board, folks. We've got 3, 3, 3, 3, and 3, 4, 5. So this is about growth, creativity, and divine support. Remember I said the light has your back. Wow. Beautiful. Beautiful. It also looks like someone's giving you something here and you finally take it and you're excited about it. Interesting. Wow, I'm really digging this reading. I hope you are too. Let's get some messages of love. I love it when the messages they just come in like that. You know what I mean? Like it's just an incredible feeling to see all this unfold for you, you know? All right, let's see. Acceptance. Everything happens for a reason. That's part of what you can heal by empowering yourself. This empowers you by accepting it. Everything happens for a reason. I am moving towards something better and more aligned to my energy. Powerful shit. Trust. It is safe to trust in the situation. Accept it. And apology. You can expect the apology you want to hear, but it's not something that's mandatory. Maybe you're apologizing to yourself. Maybe you're the one making the apology. Remember, I said that it looks like somebody's giving you something. That could be an apology, and you take it. It helps you move on. Okay? All right, so let's get what's the vibe and see what they add to this. Ooh. Oh, I'm so liking this. Okay. Interesting. All right, so what's got you stuck is this. Continuous cycles, bad decisions, and addictions. Wow, she's a beauty, huh? I could almost smell the cigarettes on her. You know what I mean? Hey, nah, we're done with that kind of shit. You know what I mean? All right, smell the roses. It's time to slow down. Take some you time. That Ace of Cups, definitely. And get out in nature. Absolutely, that will help. And cutting ties. This is huge. Freedom, standing up for yourself, and awakening. Definitely cutting ties. Walking away from shit. Maybe you don't need an apology. You're just moving forward. That's good energy. All right, let's get a closing message for you, Libra. That project, that idea. What? Come on, focus. Okay, that project, that person, that idea is waiting. Get after that shit. The world has your back. That's the big message for you this weekend. Is the universe, the world, whatever you want to call it, has got your back. So take advantage of that. Cut ties, move forward, accept this transition, accept the change that the universe is giving you, and trust that you can get there. Great weekend, though, all in all. Friends, family, lover, you got time for all of that, yourself and others. So don't fret over it, all right? Cancer, Cancer. Libra, we just did Cancer. That's going to do it for this weekend. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Libra, I love you all. Make sure you watch your full weekly tarot reading. We're going to be having a different posting schedule, just so you know. And definitely going to be doing some lives on Thursdays. I will let you know when the first live is going to be, probably at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I'm going to be doing different styles of readings for each Thursday. So don't know when I'm going to start out with for this Thursday, but I'll let you know. So that's why you got to hit that notification bell, subscribe, so you get all those posts that I'm putting out there. Lots of things are changing, Libra. All right. I love you all. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget, I love you. And let's see who's next. Thanks, Libra. Who is next? And it's Taurus. Taurus. Welcome to the Freakin Weekend. Let's put you on the board. There it is. Nice. All right, let's get your angel numbers. Let's get your angel numbers, shall we, Taurus, for the weekend, shall we? Okay. Don't forget, though, do me a favor. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, and don't forget to hit the bell notification. Man, I just did like 3 accents all in a row. Ooh, look at this. Look at that. 777 9311. With spiritual awakening, you are on the right path. You're spiritually evolving and aligning with your higher purpose. That's something to celebrate this weekend. You know, maybe you're going to a spiritual retreat or thinking about it. That's pretty cool. Hey. All right, let's get a message from our guides. This is from the Energy and Spirit Oracle. Let's see, what do we got? What do we have? Connections, partnerships, contracts, and commitments. All right, so this new moon that's happening this weekend, that's number 29, This is happening in your 5th house of connections, of love. So maybe partnerships, not just in business, but in relationships. Maybe you're meeting people of like-minded joy. You see what I'm saying? But it's time to work on relationships. It's time to solidify partnerships and feel whole with them. Interesting. So you might not be going solo this weekend. Might be signing a contract next week. You know, things may be rolling for that. Excellent time, new moon, starting things, excellent. Maybe making a commitment to yourself to better yourself for your partner's benefit, because they are a mirror of your energy. And you may have to speak your truth. I don't know why I coughed right there. Okay. Wow, and the Hermit card comes out. Okay. So I understand what's going on here. Wow. Oy. Taurus. All right, spiritual awakening and the Hermit card coming out here after I said that you're not going to be alone this weekend. You know what I mean? I think it's maybe time for you to consider a partnership here. The 3 of Swords and the two of Swords is, that's you're going through a hard time. I'm sending you love and healing, but we can't let our thoughts get in the way of this. You're resilient. You're strong enough. I like the 9s right here too. The 9s are, you're almost there. You hang in to what's going on. You hang on, but keep your walls of defense up, but boundaries are more important than walls. You know the answers you need, so go within. So you might be going within about said partnership or commitment. But I'm going to tell you something. The weekend is the Page of Wands bringing in a change here, and it's telling you that you're taking things way too serious. And the Knight of Cups, there's an offer coming in because you're not letting this get the indecision here. And I said an offer's coming in, and the train whistle hit. I don't know if you can hear that, but it was like perfect timing, okay? So let's get some oracles for you. So we're moving out of this indecision and going within about a partnership here. This is definitely about a relationship here. So let's get the vibe. Ooh. Interesting. All right. Wow. All right, so you got some decisions to make. Making those dreams happen. Not letting your thoughts talk you out of it. You're taking the lead on that by knowing that you deserve it. You're reaching for that light, and you put it right in your solar plexus. And it's also 333. And that's growth, creativity, and divine support. That's another thing. Divine support. You have 2 aces right here. Ace of Wands and an Ace of Pentacles. An opportunity here to strengthen bonds with others, which gives you a new vitality. That's what you need, is a new vitality. Because things are coming together. So the 2 of Cups is out. We have partnerships here. We have old partnerships, new ones forming. That's a lot going on this weekend. You know what I mean? I say open up to it. I say open up to it, Taurus. Or strengthening the ones that you have, All right, let's look at relationships and love. Is that it? Just 3 cards? Yeah, more 3s. And some 7s here. We got 7s on the board. Yeah, put up boundaries. So the message wants to be reinforced, especially in relationships. You need boundaries with people, 7 of Pentacles is, yes, it's tough, but you know what? Admire what you're putting the effort into it. And that's what's making things come together. And the Three of Pentacles is recognition and reward for what you're doing. Another 3 here. And then we have the 7s. We've already got 777 on the board, but it's just reinforcing it. There's a spiritual lesson here. Enlightenment is possible with that Hermit here. I mean, this is a fucking great reading. This is a great reading. All the 3s, all the 7s. Crazy. Let's get messages of love. Let's get some messages of love. Messages love. All right, so for this weekend, I think working less will help strengthen your relationship, okay? Maybe you're just putting too much into that and then you got some burnout going on. Some time apart, some distance will help bring clarity. For some of you, you need that reinforcement. Oh, yeah, that's right, Jeff. We do need some time apart, you know. That's important. Some distance will help, but it's okay. Fate, this is a destined partnership. Now, for a lot of you that are single, I think that is what's happening this weekend, is you're either opening yourself up to it and doing some healing, definitely, but this is, I mean, a love bomb kind of reading, you know? So let's get what's the vibe and see what else we can add to this. All right. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Taurus, now I understand the 3 of Swords. Hopeless, loss, depression, and suicide. All right, we're not getting there. We're not dealing with that. We're changing our energy. We're not going to let our thoughts put us in that category. Things have gotten stagnant, dead zone, frozen. It's time for some movement, though. And you could be dealing with a narcissist, egotistical, opportunist, and right now you're kind of fragile because of all this. So be careful, all right? Careful of these commitments. Now, let's get a closing message for you, because this was one hell of a reading here. Yeah, absolutely. Don't believe every shitty thought you have. That is the whole message for this weekend. Thoughts can be lying, sneaky bastards. They sure can. And it's all over this reading. All over this reading, Taurus. So please, watch yourself. Don't let your thoughts get to you. I think this is the lesson you need to learn. But there are some relationships on your way if you're single. And you are definitely moving towards more harmonious relationships and growth. And you've got divine support. Best weekend ever. All right. So, Taurus, that's going to do it for the weekend for you. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, please do. And don't forget to watch your weekly tarot reading. Now, we're going to be changing the schedule soon, and I will let you know when you'll get your notifications. But we're going to be changing the schedule on that. But I will tell you this, that's a definite. I'm going to start doing lives every Thursday night, probably 7 p.m. You'll know what we're going to be covering and what we're going to be doing. Every Thursday is going to be different, always depending on the moon and that stuff. But yeah, it's going to be great. So I want you all to join me in that. Okay, Taurus? All right, you have a great weekend. Let's take you off the board and let's see who is next. Thank you for watching. And it's Virgo. Oh, hail, Virgo. It's your season. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. That's right, Virgo. Welcome. Let's get to it. Let's get your angel numbers. It's Virgo season now. Look out. All right, let's get your angel numbers. Ooh, look at that. Of course, abundance with 888. Love it. Financial abundance and success are on the horizon. Stay focused and disciplined. Absolutely. Wonderful. Good way to start the reading, Virgo. I love 888. Let's get a message from your guides. This is from the Energy and Spirit Oracle. Let's see what they offer for you this weekend. You already see the abundance flowing. Confusion with number 13. You got many choices, and this can bring some uncertainty. Now I'm going to tell you something. Uncertainty is the only certainty there is. So make the best decision for your highest good. Like, this reminds me of the Seven of Cups. We have so many ways to go. Choose the highest and the best for you. Trust your intuition on that. Stay focused and disciplined. Don't let the choices get to you. You're making the right choices. I think a lot of you are just second guessing it, which makes you confused. You're moving in the right direction. Okay? For this season, yes, absolutely. Staying disciplined is not letting your thoughts talk you out of what you truly desire, Yeah, we're going to put those on the board. Definitely. Anything else for Virgo season, the beginning of Virgo season? Very important. Very apex time of the year for you, It's time for you to take it in. Yeah, look at this. So fucking accurate, guys. Yeah, 5 of Swords to the 7 of Swords. Swords are thoughts. We're worrying. We're letting our thoughts deceive us. Do not let that occur. You're confused. Maybe somebody else is doing that. I think it's you. The 10 of Swords is moving on. So yeah, definitely. This probably happened this week, But then we have these, which are just beautiful. The Page of Cups brings an opportunity through all of this when you're not letting your thoughts cloud you. The 9 of Pentacles, things pay off. 10 of Cups, happy fucking weekend. So get out of your negative mindset. Choose the highest and the best for you because you're going to do it. It's going to be successful here. Good weekend. So the vibe is there, but it's calling you out, especially with the 5, the 7, and the 10 of Swords. You can't make this shit up. Focus on abundance. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe the finances are a little iffy now, but open up to it. 9 of Pentacles is opening up to abundance. You're almost there. Yeah. It's time to rebuild after all these challenging times. So don't worry about how you're going to rebuild it. Just know that you're capable of doing it. The 7 of Pentacles is putting in the work. Only put your energy and focus into things that pay off, thinking of things that pay off. And reach out is the 3 of Pentacles. This is recognition and reward. Could be celebrating your birthday. You've been through some shit. And I think for your season now, it's time to rebuild off of that and really start getting to work. You know what I mean? In the only way a Virgo can. And that's brilliant. Okay. Now let's look at love. All these cards are face down except for the 6 of Pentacles. So you deserve reciprocating energy. I think it's time for you to open up to that. I think that's maybe some of this has happened before. Absolutely. Look at the fucking 7 of Cups came out. That's the same card as this confusion card. Wow. And we have these 5s here. Pay attention to 555. This is knowing when to, all right, you know what? This isn't worth fighting for. Not putting my energy into it. I'm not going to bother with the 5 of Swords. And the 5 of Pentacles is feeling left out. Fear of failure. That's the biggest thing. We're going to put 555 on the board, but this is when you start to make change. You're at that halfway point, and it's transforming. Stay disciplined and focused. Huge message on that. Queen of Pentacles, feet on the ground. That's your energy right there. Virgo energy. Feet on the ground, practical approach, and 4 of Wands. So, very good. Huge thing about happy times at home or creating happy times at home. Maybe you're going to a wedding this weekend, something like that, where it kind of gets you out of your funk. But I think that you have to choose to be out of your funk, I don't care how depressed you are. If you plop yourself right in the middle of a wedding, it's not going to be so fun, All right, let's get some messages of love for you. Okay. Maybe this is why. Unavailable. This person is unavailable to give you all you deserve. But the 6 of Pentacles here says, have no fear. You deserve a reciprocating energy and a relationship. And It's possible. It's fucking possible. Apology. You can expect the apology you want to hear. That may happen here. Maybe that's what you're waiting for. I don't know why you're waiting for an apology. Move on. That's a message for some of you. Soulmate. Your soulmate loves, accepts, and respects you. So it's out there. The Four of Wands to the Ten of Cups. Reaching out, maybe. Someone's reaching out to you. It's definitely an interesting start to your season. That's for sure. Especially this weekend. You know, this is your glow up. So focus on happiness this weekend. Okay? Let's get what's the vibe. And see what else we have for you. Ooh. Wow. All right. For some of you, yeah, definitely. Apology. Arrogant, rash actions, and insincere. All right. So maybe you've had some issues and now the apology is here. I mean, but the apology coming out twice, that says something. Legal. Lawyers, court, paperwork. Maybe some of you are dealing with that. I see it working out in your favor if you are dealing with that. So I don't want you to freak out. Okay. And healing. Huge for some of you this weekend. Self-care, introspection, and meditation. Do some of my meditations. They're free. They're on the channel. Can help you let go, balance your chakras. You can do new moon, full moon ones. I got them all for you, baby. I got you covered. All right. Let's get a closing message for you, Virgo, because this is a very good weekend here. Don't worry about it. You're going to get the apology. That will probably help the confusion here. You know, we really didn't talk about the Seven of Cups. Make the decision. Choose the highest and the best for you. Choose happiness. That's all. Choose happiness. All right, this weekend, take a shot. Don't take 12. Take 1. Okay, maybe 2. And then move on. All right. That's it, Virgo. Happy birthday to all you Virgos. Early Virgos. Very early. Right on the cusp. But you enjoy your weekend. It's Virgo season. We're enjoying this. This is harvest. This is what we've been nurturing. And now it's paying off for you. But it looks like a good weekend when you just choose to decide to have a good weekend. That's all. I plan on having a great weekend this weekend. And I'm open to it. That's all that probably needs to be done. Okay? All right. Virgo, happy birthday. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to watch the weekly tarot reading. Now, we're going to be changing the schedule. I will let you know when I officially do. But I will tell you this. I'm going to be going live every Thursday at 7 p.m. All right? We're going to do different readings, maybe different card pulls. I'm going to mess around with that. I'm going to be thinking about that this weekend. I got a lot going on this weekend. So, yeah, we're going to be starting that. But definitely it'll be rolling like clockwork in September. So we're just we got a lot going on at the end of this month for me. So, all right. And speaking of, if you would like a personal reading with me, the only way you're going to get one is to click the link in the description. I will never reach out and say, hey, I'll give you a reading for just give me your Venmo. No, none of that shit. I will never call you. Yes, this is Jeff Smith. I would like to offer you a tarot reading. Just give me all your info. No, that's not happening either. So the only way you're getting it is through me. So click the link in the description. We can do it online or in person. We'd love to give you a personal reading. Virgo, happy birthday. Treat yourself to one of them. Yeah, hell yeah. I'm going to take you off the board, but I still love you. And we're going to see who's next. Happy birthday, Virgo. Thanks for watching. Let's see who it is. And it's Aries. Aries, welcome to the freaking weekend. So happy you're here. So happy you are here. Let's put you on the board. Aries. Very good. All right. Let's get your angel numbers for the weekend. Let's get your angel numbers for the weekend. Aries. Boom. There they are. There it is. 999. Ooh. Completion. Liking that. Aries, release what no longer serves you and prepare to embark on a new chapter filled with opportunities. Hell yeah. Let's do it. Aries. Fantastic. I'm going to take a sip of my tea. If you don't mind, I gotta wet my whistle. So, let's get a message from your guides, okay? Oh wait, that's not it. This is it, from the Energy and Spirit Oracle. What you doing, Jeff? What are you doing? Okay, let's see what we got. Okay, yeah. This is time constraints, letting go of urgency. All right, so no need to be urgent. Aries, that's so you. You know, got all these lists, all these clocks, racing against the clock. So freedom from time constraints this weekend and just surrender to the process. That's as simple as it can get. Just have fun. Don't bother looking at the clock. You know, you don't have to race against time. Time is an illusion and you can have fun with it. People that say they run out of time usually do. And people that say that they have more than enough time always, you know, always do. So, have fun with it. I believe time is what you make it. If you have more than enough time, you will. You know, that doesn't mean you just sit there, but you get shit done. But you surrender to the process instead of trying to rush it. Okay? What else do we have for Aries? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I believe you're beating yourself up over something here. Deadlines or something like that, Aries. Don't worry about it. Yeah, we're going to focus on balance this weekend. Wow, opportunities here too. Damn, things are coming into balance because you're feeling this completion, this new chapter, the Fool here with the Ten of Cups. Are you kidding me? That's great energy. But the Devil and the Ten of Swords is definitely showing. Don't be tempted to sit with your negativity. You're done taking arrows from yourself and others. Now it is time to move forward. The Queen of Swords cuts all cords. I'm not letting this negativity happen this weekend. King of Wands makes the change. The Fool takes the leap, takes that step, trusts in where they're going. And we got the 9 to the 10, the payoff. I love it. Let's not be hasty. Let's not rush into things. Balance happens when we take our time and settle ourselves, because the energy feels scattered for you, you know? So let's get some oracles. All right. So let's get some oracles and see what they add to this, because this is great. You know, the Fool and the Ten of Cups really gives me a feeling of, you know, it's a new beginning here, big time. Oh my God, the Fool is out again. The Balance card is out. Well, this is Temperance, actually. Okay, so put in the effort to change the way that you're looking at things, Aries. Okay? You're getting an opportunity for a new way of looking at things. Just be patient and go with the flow. The Temperance card speaks of balance, everything in its due time. Divine timing is big working here. And again, the trust, I mean, the Fool card and the Believe and Succeed, the Six of Wands. This is great energy. This is very successful. Jesus. Aries, this is great. It's completion, definitely. Wow. Wow, that's a great reading. But I'm going to tell you something. Surrender. Trust. Believe. Focus on balance. Be patient. Aries, it's very important for you to be patient this weekend. Okay, let's see what we got. Dropped a card. Wow, Jesus. All right, something from the past maybe has got you feeling wishy-washy. Let's not go there, okay? King of Swords. Now the Queen of Swords is out with the King of Swords. So we've got a possibility of matching up with somebody, a chance encounter. Knight of Pentacles is giving an offer here, slow and steady, and you take it with the Ten of Pentacles. In a relationship portion of a reading here, this is someone coming in saying something to you that creates a long-standing relationship. This is something you've been waiting for. Believe that you can have it. Put in the effort to just go with the flow and surrender and know that you deserve it. This is a great message. Great message. All right, let's get messages of love for you. That's it, just 2. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Interference. An external party is intruding on this relationship. All right. Maybe someone from the past. Maybe that's what you're trying to juggle with. But what you do is stop taking arrows from this person and you speak your truth. That's a big one. Now, new love. That's all over this. A new love or a recommitment to love is happening or developing. The 6 of Cups, something from the past, definitely here. The timing is right. I say go for it. Now, let's get what's the vibe. So all in all, this looks like balanced time with family, moving forward, and taking our time. Okay. Distance, divorce, ghosted, and separation. All right. So maybe that's what congratulations, but this is probably what you're dealing with here, is feeling that distance. And maybe that's intruding on it too, but feminine energy is all about gentleness, nurturing, and mothering. Huge focus on family, but also nurturing yourself, nurturing the people in your life. Maybe someone is going through a hard time and you're there nurturing them. It's what you do, Aries, Okay, let's get a closing message from you from the Rebel deck. It's a little smart ass, but tells the truth, calls us out sometimes. Sometimes it's sweet and, oh, okay, there it is right there. How that popped out. Aries, you're giving too many fucks. That's true. With the 10 of Swords here, that's you moving on, definitely. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Let's put the 10s on the board. I just got notified by my guides that we got some 10s on the board, and that's about success, completion, and payoff. So all this pays off. Completion, 9 to the 10s. But you're giving too many fucks. Give 0. 0. Zero. You're going to be a lot happier. I'll tell you that right now. All right, Aries, that is going to do it for this weekend. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe if you haven't yet. I just have to ask one thing. Why not? Do it. I'll share the love. And watch your weekly tarot reading. It's usually posted on Sundays or Mondays, but we're going to be changing the schedule, and I will let you know when. But I will tell you this already on the board, is that I'm going to start doing lives every Thursday at 7 p.m. We'll probably be doing readings for everybody that comes to the lives. I'll be doing kind of like a freaking weekend kind of thing at one time. We're going to be doing a lot, changing a lot. Pick-a piles, all that fun stuff. Okay? All right, Aries, I love you all. Thank you for watching. If you would like a reading with me, go ahead and click the link in the description. That's the only way you're going to get a reading. I will never reach out and say, hey, how about you give me your Cash App? And, no. Nope. Not happening. All right, Aries, thank you so much. I love you all. And let's see who is next. Oh, last but not least, our season is over. And we're the last ones on the freaking weekend. Leo, let's put you on the board. Let's put us on the board. All right. Kings and queens, how are you this weekend? Last but not least, of course. I didn't even realize it. I thought I already did, Leo. All right. This new moon is happening in our second house of value, money, opening up to abundance. There's a new opportunity here. Take it. All right. So let's get your angel numbers. Oh my God. We've got 222. Balance. I've been seeing 222 like crazy. Maintain harmony and balance in your life and manifest your desires. to manifest your desires. Let's read that again. Maintain harmony and balance in your life to manifest your desires. Ooh, I've been seeing 222 like crazy. I think I saw it like 3 times this morning. Like in my car, you know? Wow. Excellent. Or if I look at a video and all of a sudden it's like 222. I'm telling you, it's crazy. All right, let's get a message from your guides. Leo, go ahead and hit that like, hit that subscribe. If you haven't subscribed yet, why not? Let's get a message. All right, yeah, the healing heart. Maybe this is what we need to do to find that balance this weekend. Love, acceptance, and romance. Okay. All right, number 9. Pay attention to that. We rule the heart. We love. When we love hard. Right? I mean, we love hard. Maybe to a fault, but deal with it. I know. Deal with it. I love that. So we've got love. We're accepting things. We're finding and maintaining that balance and harmony in our lives this weekend. All right. I like it. Let's get the vibe. Ooh. Is that it? That's it. What do we have? Okay. All right. This weekend is about nurturing and empowering ourselves. Very good. Knight of Swords is moving towards communication. Action coming in. Messages coming in. And the 10 of Wands moving forward. Letting your burdens go because you're actually nurturing yourself. And the Wheel of Fortune, the timing is right here. The timing is right. So yeah, find that balance. I think it's letting things go. But I love the 10 of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune here. That means that timing is right this weekend. Timing is right this weekend. So pay attention to that, especially for romance. But it's you taking your power back, empowering yourself, and not letting things burden you this weekend. Okay? All right, let's get your oracles for this weekend. So again, moving on. Definitely, there's a lot of movement here. A lot of movement. So nurture yourself. Okay? Empower yourself. I got this. I can do this. The timing is right. Yeah, look at that. See? Challenging times. Okay. But we can get through this. Healing begins when we allow it and embrace the opportunities available to you. So again, the world's your oyster. Empower yourself. The world is the symbolism is deep here with the earth, but also look, that heart. That's the heart of the matter. That's nurturing. That's loving. That's acceptance. And it allows romance into your life. Hell yeah. I'm down for that. You know my plight. See, my challenging times. Maybe I just gotta let go of, I know I have to. I don't know about you, but I know I have to. My excuse is that I'm busy. I am busy. And I probably do that on purpose, Oh God, now I'm going to psychoanalyze myself. No. All right, yeah, look. Past heartache, I do not like the 3 of Swords. Let's empower ourselves through this. No drama. We don't need drama. We don't need to compete. We don't need any of that. The Knight of Swords, again, is coming in with messages here. Speaking your truth. Healing begins. Having faith in everything. Yeah, definitely. Having faith. Ace of Pentacles after the 10 of Wands. Releasing our burdens again. This is here again. And Leo. An offer is being made here. The timing is right. Release your burdens. 10, 10, 10 is on the board. That's success, completion, and payoff. Whew. Wow. And 555. Change, transformation, and halfway point. I just happen to have those on the top of the deck. Wow. Wow. Okay. Wow. Let's get some messages of love. So again, we're having faith. That heals us. We're letting go of our burdens from the past. We're moving forward. The timing is right. Wow. Wow. All right. Wow. Let's look at this. Acceptance. Everything happens for a reason. The Wheel of Fortune is out here. Acceptance. Acceptance. What? Here and now. Your true love is already a part of your life. That's you. For some of you, that's you. That message is for me. I love myself. You have to love yourself because that's how you meet your twin flame. This is a divine counterpart connection. Now I'm going to tell you something. I know that the Two of Cups or the Lovers isn't out in the reading, but everything else is to indicate that something here is cooking. So let it cook. Stop peeking in the lid. You know what I'm saying? Let's get, what's the vibe, Leo? And see what these cards have to say. What do they have to say? I knew I had to shuffle these. All right. What an interesting weekend. Interesting readings for everybody. And we're no different. Oh, for Christ's sake. You know, I always get called. All right, first of all, shattered, broken, nightmares, and failures. Yeah. Challenging times. Don't let this get to you. Move forward bravely. The timing is right to let this go. And salty. Bitter, angry, and being petty. The drama, all of that. Don't be petty. Don't be petty this weekend. Empower yourself. Take the lead. This is when we double down on our Leo energy. You know what I mean? We don't have to be so fucking dramatic. You know what I'm saying? You know exactly what I'm saying. So let's get a closing message for you, Leo. Yeah, let go of past hurts. You deserve a beautiful relationship. I mean, this is success. This is success. Absolute, positive success. So let's get a closing message from the Rebel deck. You know what? It's still, I gotta shuffle these. Okay. Stop fucking whining. No one wants to listen to that shit. Complaining makes you weak. I know I have a fucking problem with that. It's less these days, but it was fucking running rampant, like the Canadian wildfires back in the day. Not too long ago, actually, a few years ago. Complaining for me is a learned behavior. Everyone sat around the table and just bitched. You know what I mean? You don't have to. Complaining makes you weak. You have the strength to change your world, so do it. This is about changing your world. You don't need to fucking be dramatic about it. You don't need to whine about it. Empower yourself. Don't be salty. Don't be petty. Move forward. The 10 of Wands was out twice. Move forward in your personal life, your relationships, all of it, you know, and show the world exactly who you are. Not some petty bitch. All right? Okay. Leo, that is going to do it for this weekend. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to watch your weekly tarot reading. Now, I'm going to tell you what. I'm going to pull the mic up close. I'm going to get real close. I'm definitely going to be changing the schedule of the week coming out. They're going to be coming out on Wednesdays, okay? So we're going to go Wednesday to Tuesday. I know that's maybe a hard change, but trust me, it's going to work. I know it's going to work. But I'll tell you definitely what's happening because I might just stick to the Monday schedule. I don't know. I'm asking to be divinely guided for it. But I've had this idea and I think I need to run with it. But anyway, the other idea I have, among many I'm going to be launching, is every Thursday at 7 p.m. I'm going live. So we can do readings right there for each other. We're going to do, maybe I'll just do readings for all the signs, maybe like September forecast. We're definitely going to do that on a Thursday soon, before September or that week. Full moon, new moons, kind of pulls, readings, all kinds of stuff. We're going to have a lot of fun. Giving away some of my old tarot decks. Why not? You know, get some of my energy all over it, you know. So, all right, everybody, thank you so much for watching. Leo, I love you all. And yeah, so watch your weekly tarot reading. And I'm going to tell you this. The only way you are getting a reading from me is the link in the description. I will never get a hold of you and charge you for a reading or want your info or call you and be like, hello, this is Jeff Smith. I'm here to give you your tarot reading. That's not happening, okay? So it's a scam. Just be aware they're out there, but you're safe here. The only way you're getting a reading is if you click the link in the description, and it'll bring you to my booking page online or in person. Hell yeah. All right. Really excited about the lives. Really excited about this weekend for us, Leo. We're not getting petty. We're not being salty. We're just doing what we do, shining as brightly as the sun. All right. I love you all. Thank you all for watching this freaking weekend, and I will see you this week.